Hey, grab a pen and a paper real quick. Let me ask you this. Do you want to get on TV and radio? Do you want the news and the media to call you? I want to show you a simple system that's working really well to get the news to call you. So you can get massive publicity, so you can have more authority and more credibility. Anyway, I'll wait a second so you can grab a pen. What if all of a sudden you were recognized as an expert authority in your field? What if all of a sudden you became in great demand, regardless of your fees? What if you became a celebrity in your niche? What if the news called you? Sound like a stretch? I used to think so too, until it happened to me. For the past few years, I've been able to get the news and the media to call me. I've been featured on CNN, Fox, CBS, Forbes, Inc. magazine, ABC, NBC, the Reels channel came out to my house and did a whole episode about my lifestyle. The Wall Street Journal. I've used the exact same system I'm about to show you to become the world's most sought after, highest paid, direct response publicity marketing consultant to business and the marketing industry. The thing that got me there is getting consistent publicity. Look, everybody knows that publicity works if you do it right. And in order to do it right, you need to follow a proven system. In fact, if you're trying to get publicity now and you're not getting the results that you want, it probably has nothing to do with you or your story or your pitch. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how famous you are or even about your achievements. It's all about getting the media to call you. And there's a system for making it happen. And just to be clear, I'm not talking about hiring a publicity firm and paying them $10,000 to $15,000 per month. Here's the formula for getting the media to call you, no matter who you are. First, you're going to target them by creating inexpensive pay-per-click ads using Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn ads. Second, you're going to create a message. And third, you're going to update or change that message as your click-through rates drop. Let me walk you through the 3 steps. Step 1, let's target them. So in this case here, I'm in Facebook Ad Manager, and we're going to start targeting bloggers, reporters, radio, and TV outlets. And you can see that once we target these people, you're looking at a potential reach of 6.7 million people. Now, that might be a little bit too much. And when you're targeting people like executive editors, freelance reporters, journalists, what happens is that this becomes a very big audience, as you can tell, very quickly. So here's what we need to do. We need to target down our audience, right? Instead of going really wide, let's get narrow so we can have better results. So when you go with a word like editor, that's the broadest, largest reach and will be the most expensive. So if you are, let's say, an attorney, and let's use a personal injury attorney, you may want to target your legal editor or your legal producer. And let's say that you're a attorney, a personal injury attorney that's going to be talking about the flu vaccine. You may also want to target the health editor, right? So you can be creative. Now, let's say that you're a health and fitness coach. Obviously, you want to target the health editor there as well. But can you also talk about what it takes to run a health and fitness business? So in that case, if you could, then you could target the business editor, but you'd have a different message, right? Anyway, we want to narrow the focus so we can get a better audience, least amount of money. The other thing is, let's narrow down from, let's say, a broad reach like the United States or the UK to Phoenix or New York or London. Again, we're going to start small and expand from there. Does that make sense? Let me give you some more tips about your message. So here we have 2 types of message, a branding ad and a positioning ad. In this case here, we're going to focus real quick on the branding ad. It's who I am or what we do to achieve X for Y. Give you an example. We help businesses double their sales in 12 months flat, right? That's pretty eye-catchy. Here's a positioning ad. It talks about credibility. We are credible because we are a doctor, because we are a professional health and fitness person with a gazillion years of experience, because we're an attorney who helps the little guy. All right. In this case, I used author and marketing expert with 25 years experience in marketing and sales. Here's the branding ad. And in this case here, I'm focusing on best-selling author, marketing expert available to speak for your event. Now, the reason I am marketing to, in this case, event coordinators or people that might hire me, quote, as a speaker, is because I have found if we target the media in their face kind of directly, they sometimes get insulted, right? They want to be more objective about, quote, the people they find to be on the news. So I created this branding ad that creates awareness of who I am and what I do. And so even though it looks like I'm marketing to event coordinators, I am actually showing this ad to news outlets. But it's not in their face. It's below the radar kind of marketing. So here's my positioning ad, right? Again, I'm a best-selling author. I'm a marketing expert, and I'm available to speak at your event or however you want to use your credentials, right? But again, even though it looks like we're targeting other people, we're actually using this exact same ad to target the media outlets. And you want to make special note of this. When the media contacts you, get back to them as soon as possible. They're often under deadlines, and responding quickly shows them you're professional and you'll be able to help them out within the deadline that they're under. Does that make sense? Now, let's say that you're running these ads and you go on vacation. Make sure that your admin or somebody's there that they can respond to the news media, or pause the ads while you're on vacay. All right. So here's a real quick clip of somebody who contacted me from CBS about an ad I was running regarding Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan, and so they called me up and they came over to my house and we shot this clip. All right, last but not least, you want to update and or change your ads when click-through rates drop. What does that mean? Well, after you've been running an ad for, let's say, 2 or 3 or 4 months, the news media might become blind to it. So your click-through rates are going to drop. You may need to change the picture or change the headline, refresh it to rejuvenate the click-through rates. That's all. By the way, you want to start spending about $2 to $5 per day. It's not very expensive, and you only want to start with one outlet. So if you are more knowledgeable about Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn, choose the one that you're most knowledgeable about, the one that gives you the most, that resonates the most with you. Start there and then work your way out. All right, now that you know what to do, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Introducing Inbound Publicity System. What is Inbound Publicity System? Well, it's a marketing technique which attracts the media by utilizing low-cost pay-per-click advertising so you can get the media to call you. It's the easiest way to get the media to call you. Look, I've done a lot of publicity. I've done it the old-fashioned way, and that works, but it's very hard. It's very difficult. Getting to media to call you, it's the most fun, the easiest, fastest way to blow up your publicity, to blow up your credibility, your authority, to get on TV, radio, podcast, print, to position you better, to build that authority and that credibility. It's all about turbocharging your know, like, and trust. Trust is the most important thing that people buy. And when they see you on TV, or when you can refer to your credentials of being on the news, in the radio, or other media outlets, it helps them feel better, faster, and they tend to do business with you quicker. Bottom line, it increases your sales. Listen, I started consulting back in 1999. By 2007, I had created multiple businesses from marketing to property damage. Up to that point, I struggled to break the $1 million barrier. But in late 2007, I began using the inbound publicity system. The formula followed the same system I'm giving you today. And the first big call came from a Fox News producer looking for a marketing expert. Then I started receiving requests from reporters and bloggers and more producers. In my system, I walk you through setting up your ads on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. I show you scripts and exercises that will get you ready when the media calls you. And I also give you my website template that shows you how to set up your contact page properly for best results, right? So when the media looks at your contact page, it resonates with them. Does that make sense? Anyway, I've gone on to use this system to receive over $2 million worth of publicity. And now I'm giving it to you. But it gets better. Today, I'm giving you my zero risk, you love it or you keep it free guarantee. The price is normally $397, but you get it today for just 2 payments of $97. Claim your copy now and save over $200. Look, with a massive discount and the love it or keep it free guarantee, you simply cannot lose. Click the button below and get started today. Get started getting more publicity, get started getting more authority and credibility. You're going to have so much fun with this program. I cannot wait to see you in the training area. So go ahead and click the button and get started today.